What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Gyro channel. I know I've been taking breaks and stuff. It's been weird. Videos are gonna happen whenever it's gonna happen, alright? It's just, you know, I'm not gonna have a schedule or anything yet. But a lot of stuff has been going on in the NFL. Tomorrow is gonna be the tampering period for the NFL, so free agency is gonna start soon. And we've got other news that, I think you all have heard, and we're going to be talking about that later on in the video. But free agency is going on, and everything, and I've been making QB videos in the past, and I'm still going to be making one today, as the title of the video suggests. And we're going to be breaking down some options for the Steelers at quarterback before free agency. I'm just going to be talking about free agents and trades. I'm not going to be talking about the draft yet, because I kind of already covered it a little bit. I've already talked about Malik Willis and all that stuff. But after free agency, after all that stuff happens and when the draft comes by sooner, I'll start making videos probably on the free agent or draft quarterbacks, excuse me. But yeah, let's just get on into it. What quarterbacks could the Steelers sign? Is the future of the Steelers in a trade or in free agency? Who will be the starting quarterback in 2022? Let's get it. And now I'm going to start off by talking about some of the free agents that will be available that have been rumored to be connected to the Steelers. And let me just start naming them off. So we got Jacoby Brissett. There's been a report that that's who the Steelers are looking after. He's been involved with Matt Canada at I think NC State. I think that's where Jacoby Brissett went to college. That Matt Canada was there, and I think that the Steelers could have interest in him. And my personal opinion on that is I'd rather not. I'm going to be honest. Because, actually, I might. I might change that. I might have interest in it because he is a veteran, and he might be able to tutor Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins, let them learn a little bit more as they go on. But he's not really that good of a starter, if we're going to be honest. So I don't know about that. Another one is Marcus Mariota, who, was the Titans' first-round pick a few years ago, number 2 overall, I think. And he led them to the playoffs. I think he even won a playoff game with them where he, threw the touchdown to himself, basically. That was kind of cool. But I don't know about him either because, he hasn't started for a few years. And he might be getting a lot of money, who knows, because there have been other teams that have been rumored to get him. And I'll be talking about another guy, Mitch Trubisky, who also has a lot of teams that seem to be interested in him. And we'll see if that's going to drive his price up. But Marcus Mariota, in terms of playing, when he did play, he was very, very solid. He was very mobile, which is what Matt Canada likes. And I think he'd be solid on the team, honestly. He'd be a change of pace guy for us because the 2 quarterbacks we have right now are not that fast. And yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all. So then we got after him, let me talk about Mitch Trubisky as well. The Bears' first-round pick a few years ago as well. He was number 2 overall, I think. So him and Mariota are kind of similar in that sense. And Mitch Trubisky he was a Pro Bowler in Chicago, and Chicago wasn't really the best spot for a quarterback. If you follow that team, Matt Nagy just got fired. So for him to do what he did was kind of impressive just looking back on it. And in the preseason, we're saying preseason, but he did play really well in the preseason for the Bills. Maybe he can fit the Matt Canada system. We don't know the Matt Canada system. Last year, if that was anything, then we know it sucks, but maybe it changes with another quarterback. But yeah, I think that he would be interesting. But again, like I said, there's a lot of teams that are interested reportedly, so he might be commanding more money. And I wouldn't really, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to spend too much, even though because they're not going to change the game. They're not going to be the franchise guy for many years. He could be, but that's taking a gamble. I don't know if spending all that money. I don't know if I want to do that, but I wouldn't be angry if they did it. And then we also got Jameis Winston, quarterback, formerly of the Bucks, now with the Saints, and now he's a free agent. I like Jameis Winston. I'm not gonna lie. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't know how much he's gonna make on the market because he's been there, done that. He's I think led the league in passing a few years ago with the Buccaneers. And he didn't play that bad last year with New Orleans. He is coming off a big injury though, so we have to keep that in mind. I'm saying he'd be paid a lot more than the rest of the guys I listed, but who knows? I think he'd be solid. And then I'll talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick. I don't know. He's really old now. But if he wants to add another team to his list of teams that he's played for, if he wants another jersey to the collection, sure, sure, he's all right. And he did play with Brian Flores down in Miami. Same with Jacoby Brissett, but yeah, I don't know if I really want them on the team. If I'm gonna be honest, they're not that good. I also say Tyrod Taylor, sure, like he's all right. He's all right for sure. But I don't know how he's gonna do as the full-time starter. And yeah, I mean, I think those are the main guys that I'd like to see the Steelers go after, or that the Steelers are rumored to go after. And I wouldn't mind it that much, It's if we do it, then okay. We're probably not going to be that good next year. Who knows? Because I mean, maybe Haskins or maybe Rudolph can surprise us. But those are the guys. Now let me talk about the trades real quick. So there's really two of them that I want to talk about. First one's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo from the 49ers. And honestly, that's a big pass to me. That's a pass. We're not a good enough team for Jimmy G to take us anywhere, and he's going to be paid a lot of money. And he's going to be worth a good draft pick. I don't see the point at all. All right, I really hope we don't go after him. But who knows? Maybe he shocks us and maybe he plays amazing. Yeah, that's Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm gonna say no to that one. But you never know. Colbert and Tomlin might pull the trigger on that. Yeah, let's go on to now talking about Desean Watson, who Friday, I believe, just got cleared of not cleared, but they did not press criminal charges on him for his lawsuits and everything that's been going on with him. You guys probably know the story. And there's been a lot of rumors the past few days about where he may be going. A lot of teams that are interested. And the Steelers have been off and on. There's been conflicting reports everywhere if the Steelers are interested or not. It seems like Desean wants to come to Pittsburgh, but the Steelers don't seem interested. And I'll give you my thoughts on that right now. Desean Watson on the field is probably a top 5 quarterback. If we're all going to be honest here, on the field, he is an amazing talent. He's absolutely insane when he plays quarterback. He makes so many special plays, and it's exciting to see him play football. But then the issue is his off-the-field stuff, which we have no clarity on. We don't know what's been going on with that. He still has this, civil lawsuits going on. I mean, obviously, no criminal charges have been, but you still got the civil suits going on, which is why I think the Steelers aren't going to be interested in him. But if we're talking about getting him for his asking price, which I guess is 3 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders or so, and then a player or 2. On the field, if we're talking strictly on the field, I do that 10 times out of 10. I'm not even joking. Unless the player's like Minka or something, I don't know. I don't know if I'd do that. But if it's 3 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, and Chase Claypool or Devin Bush, yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat. Because Desean Watson would change the team for years to come. We'd be automatically, contending in the AFC for years to come because we'd have a top quarterback. And we wouldn't have to worry about that position. He could bring in free agents. And first-round picks, it's basically a lottery ticket if you look at it. You could either have something that's really, really good, like a TJ Watt, or you could have a Jarvis Jones who busts, he's not good. Would you trade that lottery ticket for a guaranteed $1 million, or would you just try to, go and use that lottery ticket to see if you win more than $1 million. You know, I would trade it. But if obviously the off the field stuff is too severe right now, like I don't know. Like I don't know if I would do it if I was the Steelers, but I understand if the Steelers don't trade for him because of that. It's just we don't know anything about it yet. We don't know what's gonna happen with it. So that's that. But if he comes to Pittsburgh, what would that mean for us? Well, we wouldn't have a first round pick, but I think that we could, restructure a lot of contracts, move a lot of money, and possibly, pick up some good free agents and maybe could contend because Watson with that offense that we have could be really special and it would be interesting to see for sure. I think that really concludes my thoughts. Obviously, again, I'm just going to reiterate. I'm talking about on the field Watson. Sure, I'd love to have him, but off the field, I don't know because nobody knows right now. His lawsuits are ongoing. But yeah, man, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that, and peace.